Hey there, I'll just quickly show you how you can use the n8n API to create multiple n8n workflows, like personalized n8n workflows at scale. So the first thing I wanted to show you is this particular clay table. So it's a sample clay table I created for this demo. You can see we have a couple of companies here. As we move right, I try to identify the tech stack that these companies use. These are not like the surface level tech stack like that are present on their website, but this is like an overall tech stack. Even in the backend, what are the tools that they're using in their currently day-to-day operations? So once I have identified the tech stack, what I'm doing is I'm pushing the data that I found into ChatGPT and trying to figure out what kind of workflows we can actually create for these companies using the tech stack that they're using that can help them save time. So it's helping me ideate 4 different workflows. You can see we have like, and the workflows I've asked it to create it into an n8n generation prompt. So you can see like it has given me a prompt saying, hey, create an n8n workflow that does blah, blah, blah. So we have these personalized n8n workflow prompts that could actually help the company. Now we are pushing these prompts into the n8n API I created that is automatically going and doing the research for you in the backend and creating the workflow for you. So I'll show you. So this is where I'm making this like API call, but I'll show you in more details how it works using Postman. So I'll just quickly open my Postman account. So this is how the API is working in the backend. So I'm just making a post request to the n8n API endpoint that I created, which is generate workflow. The only thing that we need to pass in the body is a prompt that you want to give to the API, and it's going to go and create the workflow for you. So here the prompt says create an n8n workflow. So basically we are catching the leads. Let's say you are using RB2B. So this particular company was using RB2B. So we are catching the leads from RB2B, sending it to a webhook catch in n8n, and then it's creating yeah, it's searching if the lead is present in my HubSpot. If it's not present, then it's enriching the leads using enrich.so. And then once the enrichment is completed, it's creating a HubSpot company and contact record in my HubSpot account, and then sending a Slack message saying that, hey, there is a new visitor that visited your website, but it's not on your HubSpot. So it's like a potential opportunity, right? So there's this. So we'll just, and yeah, in the header, we are using two things, content type application JSON and Anthropic API key. So in the backend, we are using Anthropic to create the workflow JSON objects. So I'll just send this request. So one thing I wanted to mention is like, since we are using enrich.so, so this particular tool is not present inside n8n. So it's not officially integrated. So what it's gonna do, it's gonna now, so since I want to enrich using enrich.so, it's gonna go and simply search for the API docs of enrich.so. It's gonna identify the endpoint that will help me to enrich the leads, and then it's gonna like simply create a HTTP node in my n8n workflow by calling the relevant endpoint from enrich.so's official documentation and setting everything up for you. You don't have to do anything manually, so everything will be automated. So let's wait for a couple of seconds. So perfect. You can see like we have the workflow created here. So we have this workflow JSON object. So what we'll do, we'll just simply go to my n8n account and we'll just paste the workflow. Yeah, you can see, let's check if this workflow is correct or not. So it's catching leads from RB2B, like doing a company search. If it's present, it's doing nothing. If it's not present, it's enriching. Okay, it's enriching the leads. Let's check if it did. Yeah, so you can see it already went through the enrich.source API doc, and it identified that this is the endpoint we need to use here. It did all the setup for us. We didn't do anything here. You didn't have to go and read the API docs or anything. So everything is done. And then it's creating a HubSpot company account, and then it's creating a contact inside HubSpot, and then it's sending a Slack notification. So yeah, exactly what we needed. So I'll just show you some other workflows that I created using the prompt we got in the clay table that I showed you earlier. So this was one, I can't remember the prompt, but it was something like create a sales AI agent that's going to, okay, you can see like all the prompts and everything, it's also written by the API. So I didn't do anything. So it's connected to Claude, have a memory buffer, connected to HubSpot, Salesforce, Zoom, LinkedIn ads, some API. So it went ahead and read LinkedIn API docs and integrated that here, and SERP API and so on. And then we have this workflow, then we have this third workflow, fourth workflow, fifth workflow, and the final one that we created. So this is how the n8n API works. So right now there is only one downside to this, that is you need to manually copy paste the JSON into your n8n. Let's say you have like 200 workflows created automatically. You just need to copy paste the JSON But yeah, that is like a very small thing. I have not yet worked on that, but yeah, like I'm actually working on it. It's like a simple API call that I need to do, and it's gonna automatically create workflows in your n8n account. You don't even have to copy paste. So right now I'm trying to perfect this system so that the workflow generation is like more than 95 to like between 95 to 100%. Right now the accuracy I would say is around 85-ish%, 80 to 85%, or sometimes even 90%. In this case, you can see I can say that it's like 95% accurate. We have some errors, but this is like we just need to connect the HubSpot account and like the enrich.source API Slack account, then and these errors, these are not errors, these are warnings, and then these warnings will go away. So I would say this is like 95 to 9 like 100% accurate, and I'm aiming to make all the workflows as accurate as this one. And once that's done, I will actually release it for everyone, and if you want to use it, you can like actually use it. So yeah, just send me your email if you want early access to this, and I'll hit you up once it's fully ready. So let me know if you have any questions. Cheers.